Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today. So if you're watching and recording, you can just fast forward 5 minutes or stay with us as we say hellos. Can you believe it that the horizon line not being parallel to my phone camera is still bothering me after 10 months of doing this every day? Perfectionism dies hard. Good morning, Yani. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Mary. right, it is time for us to start. Today we continue our discussion of APARIGRAHA, the yama of non-attachment, non-grasping, letting go. And I will remind you that the Yoga Sutra that goes with this yama goes like this. Freedom from wanting unlocks the real purpose of existence. Freedom from wanting unlocks the real purpose of existence. I'm going to do a reading from Deborah Adele's book, Yamas and Niyamas, and then we'll do a short reflection on that, as always. She writes, recently, my teenage granddaughter and I went on our first overnight retreat adventure together. In my usual organized, prepared style, I started asking her way in advance what we should pack. And I held my frustration as the days passed and the question continued to go unanswered. The day before we were to leave, I said, Ashley, we have to make plans. Grandma, she said, that's the whole point of getting away. Make it easy. Don't take anything, not even plans. This conversation planted the seed in my mind, and I found myself wondering where else I was missing the point with my planning and packing and howling. In fact, how many suitcases full of expectations, tasks, plans, resentments, and unforgiven moments was I toting around with me every single day? Even airlines charge a fine when we pack over the limit, I thought. And yet, I wonder how many of us are packing over the limit every morning and wearing ourselves throughout the day with this heavy luggage. What if we woke up every morning and took nothing with us? What if that was the whole point? What if we unpacked our way to freedom? Unpacked our way to just being? And yet we seem to put more into our already full suitcases as the day wears on, and we add some disappointments and maybe a little anger mixed with some frustration to our already heavy load. This craziness we do to ourselves is as silly as if we carried a heavy load of bricks around all day and continued to add more and more to our pile. Pack light for the journey, my granddaughter reminded me. Strip yourself raw to the naked vulnerability the yogis teach us. This is the invitation of APARIGRAHA, non-attachment. So are we up for the unpacking? Let's explore this together now. Are we up for the unpacking? As always, take a comfortable position, and for the first few moments of your practice, simply acknowledge all the circumstances, both internal and external. Inhabit this mindful pause with all your senses. Feel the truth and vulnerability of being you in this moment, right here, right now, without pretense, without any shoulds or woulds, just the way you are. Breathe softly and remind yourself once again how easy and effortless it is for us to exhale and trust viscerally that the next inhale is coming. Breathe gently and reflect on all the physical things you have surrounded yourself with. Do these things make you feel free and light? Or do they have this unhealthy hold on you and make you feel heavy? See if you can discern between enjoyment of those things and attachment to them. Without judgment, without beating yourself up, acknowledge what it is you're packing every morning to go with you throughout the day. What's in your bags? What's in your luggage? Is it necessary? Imagine how it would feel if every morning you took absolutely nothing with you as you begin your day. No expectations of how the day would unfold. No plans that cannot be flexible. How would that feel? Can you imagine it? Now inhale, and as you exhale, quietly say to yourself, I release attachments to other people, material possessions, substances. I release attachments to other people, material possessions, substances. Take another nice and soft inhale, and as you exhale, quietly say to yourself, I recognize the difference between a need and a want. I recognize the difference between a need and a want. Breathe softly and maybe scan your body, noticing how your body responds to those affirmations. If you encounter any tension, see if you can gently release it. With your next exhale, say to yourself, I recognize the difference between enjoyment and attachment. I recognize the difference between enjoyment and attachment. Take another nice, mindful inhale, and as you exhale, say to yourself, I honor myself as I cultivate simplicity. I honor myself as I cultivate simplicity. Again, watch your body for signs of tension, tightness in response to those words you're saying. In response to the mere concept of unpacking for the day ahead of you, instead of filling it full of expectations, attachments, wants. Once again, take an inhale that is very mindful and at the same time natural, soft, effortless. And as you exhale, affirm, I create inner fulfillment. I create inner fulfillment. And as you go through your day today, I invite you to notice what it is you're carrying with you in your bags. And is it possible for you to unpack some things? Just see where it takes you. Explore. No judgment. No expectations. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.